Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Taurus, and keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Taurus. If you'd like a personal reading, that's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that. First link in the description down below for a personal reading. You'll also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. So if you go check that out, going to go buy something, really appreciate that. You can also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Taurus, before we get into your reading, let's say some prayers first. We have number 35, the goddess Kali, and number 36 with the goddess Kuan Yin. As usual, we're starting with Kali first. Number 35 says, Kali, I drop into the realm of deep wisdom located in the belly. I feel for your guidance, for the innate pattern of intelligent spiritual becoming that exists within my soul. It knows how to manifest itself to fulfillment for the benefit of all beings. I open to your blessings. I let go of that which I have held on to more than I have trusted in you. We have number 36. Beloved Kuan Yin, I now let go of any fear that would distort my perception and prevent me from beholding the highest levels of truth which I am capable of perceiving. Help me now, beloved one, with your divine dance of mercy and compassion, that the confusion may clear, any distortion may be released, and the truth be revealed with grace and simplicity. Unveil the truth with your dance of grace, beloved. Thank you. Alright, Taurus, so let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself, what's coming towards you. Taurus. Alright. Did have a card falling out. Number 44 with Supermoon, attraction, which we did, I guess we did have some Supermoon, it's supposed to be. Alright, so you're working with that moon that we have. Number 21 with waiting, and giving us number 5 with resilience. Number 40 with long night moon, darkness. And then we have number 4 with waxing crescent, number 2 with acceptance. We have number 5, waxing crescent, number 3 with growth. Number 42, lunar god, the masculine. So you connected with the moon. Alright, Taurus. This full moon that we just had, the lunar gods there. Alright, you're attracting in now. Feels like there's also been a lot of growth for you in acceptance of what is, and then you're just moving towards the future now, Taurus. Let's get a deeper look at your cards, I guess. Number 4 must be significant for you. Here we have 44, 4, 40, 42. So we have waxing crescent 2. It says, acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There's only right now. I accept where I am and who I am right now. When we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we're often confronted with what really is. The realization is powerful. We often reject this truth if it is too hard to bear, or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. Each of us at some time has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what it actually is, eventually confront us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting, or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck or unchanged? Choosing to accept ourselves fully in the position we are enables us to take the next step towards growth. When we plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here is exactly where I am, and accept this fully. Then we can take the next steps confidently and honestly and powerfully towards where we are, where we now wish to head. Accepting where we are right now in its fullness allows us to also accept that there may be some chaos and are changed before there's a full order again. This can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. Right, towards some new intent, like accepting what already is, what has already happened. And then taking the next step with your intentions clearly, your new intentions. You have number 5. Reject stagnancy to get unstuck. Take action. The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life and cannot be pushed against forever. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous, you will blossom. It says, I choose growth. So you're choosing growth now, Taurus. Think of a willow tree. Willows often grow on the sandy banks of a highly shiftable and changeable rivers. Yet, they reach huge sizes. Successfully growing and holding fast is an unpredictable habit. How do they do this? When we see a young willow on the banks for a long while, it just looks like a feeble stick. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is not the root base. Willows spend a lot of time establishing a veritable root city under the surface. These roots are long and strong and very numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies, holding onto rocks other than established tree roots and anything that can help with their stability. Their roots go off in all directions, thus securing their position just in case the earth begins to shift. Then, and only then, once these root networks are established well enough, does the willow put its energy into further growth. The trunk begins to thicken and widen and harden, and travel upwards towards the sky. However, as they grow, the branches have little of the trunk's supportive thickness. They have instead the instruction that they must be flexible. Flexible means that they can turn with the sun and survive punishing winds that might threaten to topple the rest of the tree. All this growth is done with a purpose and a divine strategy. The waxing lunar cycle calls for growth, but not growth without aim or purpose. When we understand our current position, accept it, and decide to change, we will naturally grow as people. We might experience some growing pains after all. Transformation of any kind is rarely completely easy and trouble-free. Having a strong intention of what the results of our growth will be helps us with gaining the courage and resilience to move forward with our growth and eventual blossoming of our true self. So, having intention, your new intentions of what is this end result of what you're trying to achieve here, Taurus. It's what's going to help you through this growth, through this acceptance here, through everything that you're doing here. And we have number 42. The lunar god. It is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more. Enroll in a course or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. It says, make the positive attributes of the masculine align with me. It says, while lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are the solar. They are conspicuous when they appear. The Australian Aboriginal deity of Winora travel area encourages us to observe the laws of land and to appreciate the beauty around us. This god is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not need to be spoken about, just witnessed with the eyes of our head and our heart. The Norse god, Manu, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. Says there are many more. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding and protection of the weak, are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender or orientation. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. Look at the Supermoon. You can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunity. Avoid extremes that may cause negative imbalance in your body or your mind. Think of connections greater than yourself. I can attract what I wish and repel what I do not. A supermoon is a full moon that is the closest distance from the Earth in its revolutions. It's also referred to as perigee moon. The supermoon looks huge in the sky, and being so close to the Earth, it influences the oceans more than usual, causing more extreme tides than normal. These changes in gravity and force are certainly noticeable, and for most people who follow the cycles of the moon and do magical workings aligned with them, it is the energy of the supermoons that is the most important. If a normal moon gives us an opportunity to have rocket power under our intentions, a supermoon will greatly magnify this energy into supernova. If we are growing all we want to attract experiences in our lives. This can be positive relationships, a lifestyle that suits us better, clarity, love, prosperity, creativity, the list goes on. Equally, we also perhaps wish to be able to repel the experiences we don't want. It is important, then, to not just know what we want, but to be able to recognize what we don't. Attraction isn't just about what we accept, but also how we discern. Blindly attracting everything we think into our lives rarely makes us happy, but being focused about it does. This card also suggests that we think globally and for the whole. If you're making intentions on the supermoon, include one for the planets. Alright? So Taurus, that was messages for you. Now let's get some runes and charms yourself. We have Virgo. So we have those placements and one around you. We have Hathor. We have this moon beetle, which you connect to. Obviously connect with the moon cards here. We have Anubis. We have Bastet. We have a big breakthrough happening for you, Taurus. There's movement, there's joy here, there's strength. It's a big breakthrough within the self as well. It's successful, even though it feels like there's stillness, there is movement. So, that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go in there, go buy something. Really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, like, subscribe. Bye guys.